Alright, we finally made it to Thailand, and our first recipe is going to be Thot Man Pla. I honestly, I have zero experience in pronouncing Thai names and Thai words, so I'm hoping I'm as close as possible on this. Thot Man Pla. And it's essentially just fish cakes and spicy. Quick note on all of these Thai recipes. My upper limit as far as spiciness is serrano peppers. And these recipes call for bird's eye peppers. Well, serrano peppers are about I think something like 10,000 Scoville limit or 5,000? Something like that. And then bird's eye chilies are like 50,000. So not quite going to be able to do bird's eye chilies. Even if I could find it, I would not be able to eat this food at all. So we are going to be using serrano peppers for all of our Thai recipes, just because that's where I'm currently at on my journey of trying to raise my spice tolerance. So let's get started because there's a lot to it. As always, we've had to make some adjustments for using local ingredients. It's the wrong season for kaffir lime leaves, so I'm only able to get limes. Now, I'm not using the lime itself. What I'm using is I'm going to use the zest of it. I have tried to do my research on this. Some websites say that it is a substitute for lime leaves. Some recipes say it isn't. We're doing our best here. There really is no substitute I can go with other than using the zest from these 3 limes in place of the kaffir leaves. Other than that, like I said, serrano peppers instead of the bird's eye chilies, and I think that might be it. Oh, the main thing is that this recipe calls for featherback fish. You're not going to get that around here, so instead I'm using tilapia. I'm hoping it's close to it. I don't really know. We'll find out I'm hoping somebody will say something if they have tried both. But with that, let's go ahead and get started. First up is we're going to be preparing the fish cakes for the oil. We're going to be using our big bowl here, adding our fish. Our first issue here is with our fish. We are supposed to pound it into a paste. We'll turn it into a paste. I've never really made fish paste before, so we're going to be using our molcajete later. I mispronounced there. There we go. I think I fixed it. And so we're just going to go ahead and use this part for now to try and mash it into a paste. I have no idea how well this is going to work out, but we're just going to pound away, see what we can do. I think we've got our paste consistency. It looks pretty good to me, so we're going to set this, actually we're going to just leave this here while we work our way through the other ingredients. The first up, we need to add 3 tablespoons of our curry, and whew, man, I could be making a mistake. See, the recipe says Thai curry, and this is Thai curry paste, so could be doing way too much. I don't know. I don't know if there's a difference. The paste could just be, just an unnecessary word just for clarification. Or it could be totally wrong. That looks appropriate, though, to me. So one thing that's on the ingredient list is the 2 egg yolks, but the actual instructions don't say when to add the egg yolk. So we are just going to add it here. I would think this is where it's supposed to go. Okay, one down. How's my technique? Okay, with 2 egg yolks in. Then we need a tablespoon of fish sauce. Our lime leaves are next, and it calls for 7 lime leaves, so that's why I'm doing 3 full lime zests. So we're just going to sit here and zest the lime. It's going to take us a few seconds. Okay, so I actually ended up only doing 2 limes because it seemed like it was going to be enough. So I'm assuming like the amount of zest on there, it's probably a fair trade. Anyways, next up we're going to be doing our sliced green beans that go into the mixture. So I already got everything washed. Just going to trim, and I'm not sure what it means by sliced. Like, I guess obviously you don't want a full green bean, excuse my language there. So I'm just going to cut it up into smaller parts. And it wants about half a cup, I think. Let's see here. Oh no, it wants about 1.5 cups. So all of these green beans that I have here, we're just going to get chopped up. Had to turn the fan on because the oil is heated up properly, so we are ready to go as soon as we can get this part done. I think that's probably good enough size. I don't know, it's not like I'm supposed to mince it, right? Fill these guys in as we get them chopped. There's just a few more ingredients for the patties, and then we'll mix it up and we'll get it in the oil so we can start frying it. And while it's frying, we'll do our sauce. Hey, just kidding. If you're fact checking me, it does in fact say when to put the egg in. It's at this point right now. So I don't know. I've read this like 3-4 times. Still missed that one word somehow. Maybe I just glazed over it, you know. Anyways, we're adding a bunch of basil at this point. So in here we have our fish that's been turned into a paste, red curry, fish sauce, the lime leaves, or in our case, lime zest, sliced green beans, basil, and egg. Alright, well, we're already setting off the fire alarm. I got poor ventilation in this apartment. So we're going to mix this into patties. We're going to mix it well and then slap it firm. And then once we've done that, we can go ahead and make our patties to go in the hot oil. And I'm sure we will be setting off the fire alarms a few times when we do this. So I'm just going to have to cut for the frying because it's going to be running back and forth, and my dog is terrified, absolutely dead terrified of our fire alarm. I mean, full on shakes, cowering in fear kind of thing. So I'm just going to have to be balancing, taking care of her, calming her down with the fire alarm. So we're just going to have to cut while I fry this, unfortunately. Okay, I put down some plastic wrap to help with this. Taking some of the fish out to make patties. I feel like I need something like a little bit more of a binding agent in these. First one's going to be a little bit thick. Oh, I'm sorry, you can't even see me slapping over here, but yeah, I'm working on our patties here. Looks like we're going to be able to make 5. I could have made 6 if that first one wasn't so big. Okay, there you go. Those are going to be our patties, and we'll be right back. Okay, I actually had to come back to get a quick action shot of these frying up. That's what they look like in there, frying up in some vegetable oil. And yeah, we're just going to cook them until they're golden on both sides, and we'll trade them out with the other 2 we got over here still. And we'll be back. We got them all fried up, and I gotta say, they, I was right. Either I did it wrong, or I just need a stronger binding agent for this. They kind of fell apart a little bit on me. That's okay. Everything's still edible, right? But I gotta say, they look so delicious. So we're gonna hurry up, make the sauce so we can get started on eating these guys, because I'm really looking forward to it. So first things first, in our molcajete, we're gonna add our garlic, and then our peppers. Gonna go ahead and cut the top off here. I'm trying to decide in the moment, do I keep the seeds or not? I gotta say, I'm a little nervous because serranos are. Maybe I'll keep the seeds from one, so it's still got some pretty good kick to it. And then the rest will get nowhere near our food. I do want to make an addendum to me talking about serrano peppers being my upper limit. I mean serrano, like I had a burger covered in serrano peppers with all of the seeds intact, and I mean covered. Okay, so that was where I discovered that was the limit of what I felt comfortable doing. But like I said, I'm pretty committed to trying to raise my tolerance of spicy stuff. So you know what? If I'm not going to clean out the insides, whatever seeds happen to make it in here, they're going to stay. Oh, and look at me go, making a mess. Okay, I'm going to chop these up. Get them in our molcajete. Okay. Trying to speed this up. Okay, we're going to grind these up now into a fine paste. Let's see how well that goes. This is going to be the base of our sauce. That's working out pretty well, actually. Although I maybe should have roasted the peppers. If I had roasted the peppers, they'd be grinding up a lot easier. But the recipe didn't say to do it, and I'm trying to make minimal, if any, changes. But if I was remaking this, I would definitely just lightly toast the peppers. Oh yeah, okay, this is starting to look like a salsa. Okay. I think that's probably good enough. We're gonna get this transferred over to this bowl here because we got a lot of stuff to add. Okay, there's our base. All right, water. About a little bit more, or a little bit less vinegar than water. Okay, and then lots of sugar, salt, and then we're gonna just mix this up until the sugar is dissolved. But once we've got this all mixed in, we're gonna let it simmer. Okay, we're just gonna pour it in here. Gonna let that simmer for just a little bit. It's already going there. And while that is simmering, we're gonna do our final prep components. We serve the sauce in a bowl with sliced cucumber, sliced shallot, as well as roasted peanuts. So we've got a pan warming up right now to roast those peanuts. They've already been pre-roasted, so I just want to get a little char on them, just enough. I think that's more than enough cucumber. I think the cucumber will help balance out that spice, so I'm okay with it being a little heavy. And then we got our shallots. I have never tried shallot raw before, so this will be a new experience. Truthfully, I think pretty much every bit of this Indiana Jones series has been all new experiences. And it said sliced shallots, not shallot. So I got 2. That might be a bit heavy, but I didn't want to be wrong, you know? So we're going to have 2 shallots going down. Okay, I gotta say that might be my best knife work yet. I started that and I was like, oh, I'll probably just cut this part out, no big deal. And then I started slicing and I was like, oh no, that's got to go in. That was my best knife work. In case it's not obvious, I am not trained. Okay, we've got this nice mix right here. Our pan's hot enough, so we're going to be dropping our peanuts down over there. In the meantime, while everything's finishing up, I wanted to try just the fish cake. We'll see how it tastes. That is really, really good. Of course, it's maybe cooled down a little too much, but I had to deal with the, potential fire alarm and stuff. I could eat this whole plate just like this. I can't wait to try it with the sauce. The fish, the halibut comes in really strong, exactly as you would expect from halibut. A little bit of green beans in there. It's soaked up that curry, not really soaked up, but it's attached to the curry powder a little bit, which is nice because it gives it a little bit of a kick. Yeah, I mean it's a fish cake, a homemade fish cake. You can't really, pretty hard to mess that up, flavor wise. The red curry is really, really subtle though. It's not particularly like potent or strong or anything like that. It just provides a nice little elevation to the overall taste of it. So, all this is great. I cannot wait for the fish sauce. All right, this sauce or this mixture, the sauce, yeah, has simmered long enough to let everything mix up together and infuse. So We are gonna get it into this bowl. Ooh, yeah, it smells a little strong. Smells a little strong. We're gonna wait for those peanuts, and then we're gonna give it a final taste test. All right, these peanuts got a little extra toast on them, so they're good to go. We're just gonna give them a little mix in here too. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay. I want to try just a little bit of the sauce. Let's see here. I bet this cucumber. Let's transfer over. Okay, I'm trying a little bit of the sauce first. I'm trying this cucumber. Oh my gosh. The that sugar totally kills the spice. I'm gonna try just the serrano pepper and maybe some shallot. It's like, oh man, that was really, really good sauce. It's like the vinegar, the water, and the sugar have all mixed together to form this like sweet, very, very thin sauce. I mean, it's dang near the consistency of like water, and the cucumber's like pretty much immediately lashed on to all of that taste, and it's got this just very subtle bite to it from the serrano peppers and the and the seeds that I kept in here. So it's just something real subtle, and it's very sweet, very sweet. So let's go ahead and try it with one of our fish cakes here. I'm gonna try dumping it in here real quick. I'm the only one eating out of this. Oh my gosh. Wow. That is really a beautiful combination. This honestly, I'm trying to think back here before I say this, but this might be the absolute best recipe yet that we have tried in the Indiana Jones series. This is phenomenal. The red curry fish cakes mix so well with the sweet and spicy sauce that we have going on here. Let me get some shallots, a little bit of peanuts, and let me put it on a cucumber. I have no idea if the camera's going to be able to pick this up. If not, this is getting kicked out. Okay, I have no idea. I tried to give a close-up. I have no idea if this is going to work because one man crew going on today. Oh my gosh. Getting everything put together like that was so yummy. I mean, honestly, I could almost just eat this like bowl as like as just like a really, I don't want to say soupy, but as a very liquidy salad. Like a cucumber salad is what this kind of tastes like. Spicy cucumber salad. But the fish cake is just beautiful, whether dipping or putting it all together. If you don't try any other recipe from the Indiana Jones series, if you choose just one, choose this one. Holy cow. Let's see if the next two top this or not. This is so good.